Alright guys, welcome to the aesthetic chest workout. We are going to punish every single section of our chest. We're going to hit our upper chest, our mid chest, and our lower chest. You're just going to be kind of hanging out with me in the gym, and I'm going to walk you through this entire workout, and I guarantee you I'm going to do a few exercises that you've never seen in your entire life. I'm doing this new thing where I don't take off my t-shirt until I have a pump on. I know all the bros do it. So I have my t-shirt here on the incline press. So what I'm doing, I'm starting off my workout with nice heavy eccentric overload on the incline bench press. You see me going down nice and slow and controlled. I know I've touched on this in other videos where I put the towel there. If you look at how long my arms are, I'm actually way past 90 degrees, and it puts a lot of stress on my shoulder tendons to go all the way down on certain pushing movements. So I'm still really hitting my upper chest, and then I had to get a spot here. I went up to 240, I believe, on this set. So going down nice and slow and controlled, trying to squeeze the chest. And the closer you go down right to your upper chest and close to your chin, the more you're gonna emphasize the stretch right across your upper chest. So I like to typically start all of my aesthetic chest workouts with some heavy overload, such as heavy dumbbells or some heavy incline work. But next up, I actually got this exercise from the one and only Simian Panda's Instagram account. It's called Around the World, and holy shit, like, you are really able to emphasize the lower portion of your chest. So you're bringing it around and then you're squeezing, and it's all about the mind-muscle connection. So really squeeze at the bottom, kill that lower chest, and then come all the way up, kind of form a nice like smooth fluid Y motion. And just make sure you rotate your hands and go nice and slow and controlled. Squeeze the lower chest, and this has turned into one of my favorite chest exercises, really for the mid and the lower chest. Doesn't really hit the upper chest, but a lot of guys have trouble isolating that lower chest. Definitely recommend this one. Now, this is another great one that I've recently stumbled upon. So what I'm doing here is I'm rotating. First of all, I'm going much lighter than I would normally go on the dumbbell bench press. I can normally go up to, I've gone all the way up to 115s on this, but this is all about the mind-muscle connection. So I'm rotating, and it's all about that wrist rotation. So doing that wrist rotation at the very top is a great way to isolate the movement. And actually, this is what I'm doing here. I'm doing a drop set. So I did 8 to 10 reps on the first set. I did this for 3 total sets. 8 to 10 sets on the first set, then I drop it down, and then I'm doing another 8 to 10 reps. And just the different angles on the bench is a great way to emphasize different muscle fibers and different portions of your chest. So I'm rotating once again, and the rotation with the different angle on the bench is a great way to bring up your chest if that is a lagging muscle group. And once again, this one is a little bit more mid and lower chest. Great way to shock the pecs. Okay, so now we are transitioning into the incline plate press. Now this one, it's not about the weight that you're using, it's all about squeezing and going down slow and controlled. I'm actually squeezing through the top and squeezing through the bottom. Really just make it as hard as humanly possible on yourself. You guys are gonna have just a killer chest pump when you do this. So I'm going really close to my chin, almost towards my upper chest. And this one, all about that upper chest. So channel that mind-muscle connection right in your upper chest. And then we're gonna transition into a superset. So once again, I'm gonna kind of push myself up on the incline bench, and then I'm gonna do some dumbbell incline chest flies. So once we fatigue that upper chest in the first exercise, we're gonna transition right into the dumbbell incline chest flies and try to really go out, get that nice rotation, that nice squeeze, and then come back at the top. And at the top is when you really wanna think about, what do I have to do at the top of the movement to hit that upper chest? So depending on where you touch the weights together, it could be your mid chest, it could be your lower chest. So I'm about to show you guys one more clip of that, but do 3 to 4 heavy sets after you fatigue your upper chest on the slight incline overhead press on the Smith machine. On the Smith machine is key because you can really focus those contractions and keep it controlled throughout the entire movement. Now we're transitioning into the pec fly superset. So I'm going fairly heavy, going about 10 reps. And I'm focusing on squeezing, and this specific machine is my favorite machine for really isolating. I just feel like it chisels out the center of your chest, and you just feel it entirely all throughout your pectorals in a different way than if you're bench pressing. Like when you're bench pressing, you don't really feel it directly in your pecs per se. But when you're doing this exercise, you can really channel that mind muscle connection and squeeze. So I like to go to a failure. I'll drop the weight by about 30 to 40 total percent. And then once again, I will continue to squeeze and pump out another 10 to 12 total reps. Once again, do this at the end of your workout. Unless you guys want to completely throw a 180 on your chest routine and fatigue your muscles through machines, and then go heavy on progressive overload. But I find most people typically like to go heavy on the bench and incline first and then transition into the machines. I definitely recommend this if you're within your first 5 years of training. Now next up, I'm doing the low cable fly. I went a little bit too heavy on set 1, so I had to change out the weight. On these machines, you want to focus on not going too heavy. You want to keep your form on point because machines give you the best chance to really squeeze and break down those muscle fibers. So this is my favorite low cable fly variation. It's the Wolverine low cable fly. So I'm just focusing on rotating my hand movement with every single rep. And by forcing your hands even more across your body than they already should, you're able to recruit more muscle fibers right in your pectorals, and just a fantastic chest exercise. And then I'm supersetting with the normal low cable fly. So the Wolverine low cable fly is actually much harder because there's more range of motion involved. So I fatigue first, I drop the weight a little bit, and then I go right into the traditional low cable fly, and just a great way to completely burn out your chest. Now I like to hit a little bit of shoulders on chest day, so I'm doing some one arm dumbbell lat raises seated. You indirectly work out your shoulders a lot on chest day anyway. Like when you're just pushing, you feel it. Like I did this for instance on the bench press where I did heavy overhead press till failure. I did this crazy drop set and then I tried to bench press right after, and I was a good 20 pounds weaker. So that just shows you how much of your deltoids you're actually using when you bench press. So if your shoulders are a lagging muscle group, I definitely recommend you incorporate them into your chest routine at the very end. Something as simple as some dumbbell lat raises for 5 to 7 sets at the end of your chest workout is a great way over the course of a month or two to really bring up a lagging muscle group if your delts happen to be lagging. Mine, my delts are one of my strengths, and then so I don't really need to bring them up too much, but you can never go wrong with having that wide 3D deltoid look. So after I did the one arm, I transitioned into the two arm, and I'm just like, I like to do a little I get some momentum, so I kind of rock with it. And most importantly, I'm not resting at the top or the bottom of the movement. I'm just trying to squeeze those deltoids, and it's just a fantastic way to end the aesthetic chest workout. So thank you so much guys for watching the aesthetic chest workout routine. I just want to show you guys really outside the box workouts for every single muscle group. We've got a lot of exciting workouts on the way. There's so many different ways to train, and I want to just break down and share with you guys some really cool workout routines so you do not get bored in your training. If you're looking for more tips and information on how to bulk up and gain lean muscle mass, head on over to weightgainmethod.com. See you in the next video guys.